I'm out here in Florida. The mosquitoes are terrible, but I'm hoping over the course of the next few days I can find what I've come here to look for. So I spent the past few days in Dinner Island Ranch. This is located 29 miles southwest of Clewiston in Hendry County. The amount of diversity and wildlife that I'd found whilst cruising the roads and walking was just phenomenal. Now, I didn't always do this alone. I was actually with one of my good friends, Sean, and his little puppy, Ranger. Ranger was my helper for a few days, and we would go off in search of different animals. He would smell out a few things. We actually came across a few bobcats, and as only 10 weeks old, it was kind of tricky for him to actually understand what he was up to. But it was a great opportunity to have a companion out there while Sean was away on work. We found a lot of cool things, including these tracks. So we decided that what we wanted to do was go back to the house, come back, and then we decided to put a Browning trail cam on this location just to see. We did this just before heading out on a night drive in the hopes that we would find some cool stuff. So a lot of the time during the day, especially in Florida, it is too hot for most of the wildlife. So nighttime is usually the best and prime opportunity to find reptiles and amphibians and some mammals. The most common snake that we found during our few-day trip was actually the banded water snake. Now, we found a lot of these varying in size, some juveniles, but the majority adults. As well as a lot of cool and other curious critters, we found a lot of armadillos. I think that this was number 5 on the armadillos. They were everywhere, and you know, as soon as you saw them, you could walk up to them, but then within a blink of an eye, they were shooting off as quick as they can into the grass. Now, this was a lifer for me. I'd never actually found a ringneck snake, so to find one of these cruising the roads was absolutely just incredible. I have never really been a big birder, but a lot of the birds I really love and enjoy are actually birds of prey. So to see this owl was absolutely phenomenal. Hey man. Unfortunately, after this owl, the night continued, but as it's Florida, the rains decided that they wanted to come and basically ruined any chance of me finding anything else on this particular night. But I didn't let that deter me, because I had a few more days left. And so after getting back, spending the night and cleaning up, I then decided to go out on the hunt for a few other things. Like this little juvenile raccoon that decided to run off a tree in front of me. I was just at the house getting a drink, and I look out the window, and this guy was literally on the window. Just outstandingly quick. The hammocks in the area were home to some incredible animals. We actually found blind snakes and a few other cool critters as well. The hammocks were also a big home for a lot of mosquitoes. So after, searching there for a little while, we decided to hit the road again before nightfall came. Transitional periods between dawn and dusk are a great time to find reptiles and amphibians. So when we came across this eastern glass lizard, I was over the moon. I had found several on this trip, but this was the first one. As it got later in the night as well, we came across some incredible snakes. For example, this black swamp snake was just cruising the road right next to the house, and as you can see, they have an incredible red stomach. This is a very tiny juvenile banded water snake that we actually found in one of the water systems along the side of the road. And this is the same species, but just a Saba adult. Before my time was up, me and Ranger went out to go and collect my camera trap, just to see if we had caught anything in the few days that the camera had actually been up. We know that there were some alligator marks there, and I was excited to see if we got any cats as well. But when we caught this absolutely huge alligator, I was over the moon with what we had caught. Coming to Dinner Island, I had some species that I really wanted to tick off the list. We got the target species. Yeah, boy.
Never seen one this big.
It's massive. This Florida mud snake was high up on my list for sure. I didn't know that they actually got this big. I had done a little bit of research, and I'd only ever really seen photographs on people's social media accounts of this species, and I was just completely blown away by its absolute size and beauty. On the first night, I actually found one that had been hit on the road, and I kind of had some low hopes of finding this species again. So when this one kind of crept up on us, I just could not believe it. I think the thing that blows me away most about this species of snake is the fact that it is a darker snake, but the underneath is so brightly colored. You can see the yellow under the face, and you can kind of see the red kind of ribbed stripes going up the side.
God damn.
So the Florida mud snake, that was my target species, and I was super excited to find this.